Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play The Illusion of Gaia. So I realized I didn't actually show off what we get to do with this little spin dash, they call it. Very much unlike Sonic's. But whenever you find yourself on a ramp like this, you just do this. And then he has more than enough speed to make it all the way through. So yeah, if you wanted to, you could cut that short, and that's how you would have gotten back to that middle door and all that. So anyway, just to kind of show that off. Just to show you how you would have gotten back there if you'd really needed to for any reason whatsoever. So here we have 12 more enemies in this next to last area. And unfortunately, we are kind of at an impasse. We have an enemy we absolutely positively cannot reach. So, what we have to do is not get hit by an arrow. But what we actually have to do is go back and become Frieden because he has that long-range attack. So, unfortunately we have no other way to do this besides that. Now that all the enemies are actually gone out of here, we just have to worry about being skewered by spears. So, come on. Like so. Go back to being Frieden. And honestly, it took me, I remember the first time I played this, and it took me a good long while to figure out how to do the freaking spin dash. As I kept looking for the arrows after I started the tornado, and they almost never appeared for me. So I spent a lot of time just doing that little spin dash thing and not really getting anywhere. Oh yeah, that is the door we have to go up. Huh. I'm not at the top level yet. Yeah, we have to go all the way to the other side. Those, and now we can get out of here, and now we can go back and deal with the archer we cannot reach. Thankfully, running is a thing. Okay, so we can remain Frieden for the foreseeable future. Which is good because we have that. So that only leaves us with 7, and that one fire enemy I don't think is going to be... We might be able to get him on this side. Maybe? Nope. Nope. We're gonna have to wait until we come back around. Sad but true. And now, these things. We can hit them, but it does absolutely nothing. Well, let's see. But we need them out of our way. Which doesn't seem all that possible, does it? I mean, there is a shorter, faster way to move them around. Like these guys right here. But this guy looks like he's going to be a real problem. However, if you are Frieden, you see these and you need to move them, I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's just a pathing problem or what have you, but you charge up the attack and it knocks them onto you, and then you can just move forward. However, you may notice that it shows a whole lot of enemies behind us that we haven't fought. That would be them. And no matter what we do here, they're not coming. They're not coming to life. You have to hit the switch first. There should be 3 more. Luckily, yeah, 1 more soldier. Did not press the button hard enough, fast enough. Oh well. Arrow to the dome. Let's see, the last remaining enemy. Looks like there's one thing here to deal with, so... will give us a power upgrade. And now we are done with this section, and that leaves us 1 section and a boss. Thankfully, this section is actually fairly short as far as, you know, things to do, but we have a nasty little ramp here that we cannot get up unless we are willed. Jerk. So... thankfully, the enemies in here really can't do much to you as long as you stay on this top area. I mean, I guess you could get hit by random bursts of flame from the one guy. But really, you do not have a lot to worry about here. It's just made a little easier with Frieden, because he has the extra range to easily deal with them. But now we are in a room with 6 enemies, and once again, we don't have any indication of who they are here, except for the fact that some of them will have eyes. So the trick is, of course, find the ones with the eyes and beat the snot out of them. And sometimes they'll do that to really annoy you. And one more. And finishing that off has opened up a dark space. A dark space we very much will need. Because we aren't getting over that ramp with Freeden. Unfortunately, the boss is also on the other side of that ramp. So we are going to be forced to fight a boss as Will. Luckily, as I've said, this is not the most terrible boss fight in the world. In fact, I think I don't die to this thing very often. I almost never have to use an herb unless I do something stupid like I just did there. Actually, I went the wrong way. I almost walked right in front of a spear that would have taken hit points off of me. So, charged up. Over, one way to jump down there, and the rest of the path is blocked. Now one more time and suddenly we are in the boss fight. Now this boss is generally not too threatening on his own. He's going to stay to his one little path there. He will either launch straight up in the air. He will do that. Launch straight up in the air for me. That, yeah, there we go. Or he will pop his head out of the ground for a few seconds and spit out some things that will follow you around. Yeah. Other than that, he doesn't do much. So if you stay, like, right near the bottom of the screen, he will almost never hit you directly. That way. And he decided to jump down. So it's somewhat random what he does. Yeah. So this fight can take a very, very long time. Just because he may decide to do nothing but that. In which case, you're pretty much just going to have to put up with him and... because the only thing you can really hit is his head. And slowly but surely, if this is all he ever does, you will whittle him down. And never take a hit. But eventually he's going to sick minions on us. I thought that might have been it, but it was not. Nope. So he can spend the whole boss fight doing this. He can literally spend the entire boss fight just doing this and making it take forever. Or he can finally do this. Which means you'll finally deal with something that can actually hit you on a regular basis. But on the downside for him, he's finally given you something, you know, he's finally given you a stationary target to sit there and beat up. So yeah, once you understand this boss fight is a very simple boss fight, it just takes, a very long time to get through. And you just want to make sure you follow him when he goes on his little movement spree here, because he could pop up over on this side, spit out his little minions, and then you would have no idea. And he sent out that little boulder, which really won't do much. It'll run around, and as far as I know, you can't actually hurt the boulder thing. But anyway, that is the boss fight completed. I think I took, what, 3 hits from the little minions? But in doing so, 4th MacGuffin acquired. Light purple, this one looked like. Yeah, light purple. Okay, cool. So anyway, yeah. Very, very easy boss fight to deal with. And now that we've done that, we can get out of here. Because somehow defeating that made the rope ladder, fall down for us. And now, we need to find Lance, who is right here. And Lily wants to scold him for coming here on his own, when he's not the fighter. At least he succeeded in his quest. I'll give him that much. So, those two here. Yep, that stone. So we give him back the couple of pieces of, the necklace we picked up along the way. And he's asking us to take care of Lily for him. I'm just checking on you. You've been hiding in my pocket. I don't exactly know what you're calling me selfish for here. I don't think that's I think he actually asked a different question, but probably asked to give them some space. And that's all that's going to happen here right now. Because to get anything further, we have to leave. So it's cutscene time. And Will, don't forget Will. So yeah, the necklace stones did kind of scatter around. We didn't find very many of them. As far as I know, there were the only 2 to find in this place. And once again, she just kind of turns back into her little dandelion seed self. But she didn't want to run. But she ran because of embarrassment. And not that she was mad or sad or anything like that, but she started blushing like crazy and had to hide it. Also crying. That type of thing. Now, these two have to get closer as a couple, I guess. Even though Lily should end up with Will. That's all I'm saying. There's some things in common there. So she indeed does love him back. Much to his relief, I would imagine. You guys are... Have you guys even gone through puberty yet? It's kind of soon to be making that declaration. Hot and unbelievably human? No comment. So yeah. Lance has been saved. He and Lily are now going to be joined at the hip, apparently. And we defeated another boss. The easiest boss of them all so far. So anyway, I'm going to mark this a pretty good stopping spot. When we come back, we will see if anything's changed in town since we left. Good time for it. I mean, after all, we don't really have anything... we don't really have anything pressing to worry about. Nothing along those lines. So anyway, take care everyone. I will see you back next time for more.